What's up, Overtakers? It's that time again. Drag racing. How good's that? Radial racing, even.
Kenda. Time for Kenda. I love
Yes.
Kenda. Great time of year. Well, a few times a year.
Yeah.
But we love getting out to the Kenda events. The guys out there are amazing. The whole drag racing family are always very welcoming. And we just love it.
Yeah.
So,
We've got Radial Redemption.
yeah, well, I reckon we just jump straight into it, mate. Let's get into some action.
Yeah, let's go.
Andy, I grabbed you today, mate. You can't not come out here and see all the spot-on performance shirts and spot-on performance cars, mate. There's obviously you guys have got a good coverage out here of cars, mate. Give us a bit of a rundown. How many we got out here?
I think today we should have about 6 or 7 cars racing across the fields.
Not a bad effort, mate.
Nah, pretty good, mate. We're very family orientated, so the whole idea here is, the blokes and the girls like to come racing, but bring your family along, mate. You have a look around, there's plenty of kids here, like, with all the spot-on shirts on.
I've been told you cook the best feeds as well.
No, that's Jamie, mate. He's over there now with the barbecue. He takes that. Keep people fed and hydrated and they have a good time,
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's a good environment, and there's so many spot-on shirts running around. I think that's cool to see as well. So
yeah, again, we've been going 10 years now, and mate, it definitely wasn't like this when we first started. We had a single easy up, and we've built something into this, but we can't. Me and Danny don't do this alone. This is everybody that chucks in and helps and does their part, mate. And it's grown together,
And last night you had the spot-on performance $2,000 small tyre shootout. Now you were up there, but you got knocked out, mate.
Mate, that's racing too. Win or lose, it's fun, mate. And especially when it's close, tight racing. Like for the people at home watching on your live feed and here watch, like, mate, you never know who's going to take that win light, And I guess at the end of the day, that's why we keep saying more bums and seats adds to the atmosphere. So people at home that aren't racers, you got to get down, you got to get trackside and witness it, And so many people even last night said, Jesus, some like 470 cars battling it out, And mate, anyone can take the beams. Adrian made it to the final with a 5.0 car,
Yeah, and the pass for yourself between yourself and Sean.
Yeah.
Like, get the heart pumping for a spectator.
Mate, tell you, like, being in the car, watching him get out on me on the 60, and then I grabbed that scramble button and pulled him in a bit. But, mate, good racing, man, and good fun, We get down the bottom end and we shake hands and hug each other and say, fuck, that's good racing, So.
But you're pretty happy with how yours is running?
Oh, real happy, mate. It's one of those things where, like I keep saying all the time, we're never here to swing with the fences. We always just take baby steps and creep up on it. And like I said, at the end of the day, we want to cut laps, mate. That's what we're here for. to do laps and enjoy the race and not swing for the fence and hurt it or anything silly like that, you know.
Well, I reckon at the end of the day, I'll be back past to share another beer with you tonight
Yeah,
too.
oh mate, don't worry. Tonight we'll have a few, that's for sure.
Good stuff, thanks,
Thank
mate.
you. Keep up the good work with you too, mate.
Thanks. All right, guys, here with Mitchell now. I've been watching you. Well, this has been around a while, this car, obviously,
Yeah.
but I've been watching you out of Warwick. You're already in a few of our videos.
Yep.
And now we're watching you here this weekend. This is pretty off its head.
Yeah.
Mate, tell us what's running in the Camaro.
LS 400 Cuba, 80mm turbos, Paraglide, reed case, and a sheet metal 9-inch 35 splice.
Mate, it looks like it's putting down a fair bit of power.
It is. We're just a new combo. We're just going on it slowly. Eventually, you want to run a 7-second pass with a 4,000-pound car.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's up there. We weighed it the other night, and it was 3,800. No fuel, no oil in the auto, no tail shaft, and no water in the tank for the air to water.
It's a big, heavy car.
Yeah.
And what's the best time so far?
We've gone an 840 with it, with this combo. But again, we're only on 17 pound of boost. We can double that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and we just spoke to Andy. He said it's all about stepping it up, not
that's what
pushing
we're
it.
doing. Yeah. And that was the idea when we spoke about building it. He asked me what you want to do. I said, well, to start off with, I'd like top qualify at Kenda with a Class B run, 550, and then step it up slowly. And he goes, yep, no worries, we can do that. So yeah.
All right, now, not to jump in too much of the controversy, but we did have transmission issues last night.
Yeah.
Do you think it's all right today?
Look, I've put through 20 litres of oil in 2 passes.
Yeah.
Just kept draining it. Drained it this morning, and it's a red colour. So hopefully it'll get us through today. After the qualifiers, I'll dump it again and put another new lot in.
And you'll have to pull it apart.
Yeah, box will come out. Brand new box. It'll have to come out and be rebuilt again.
$9,500 you just put into this?
Yeah. Oh, what, the gearbox?
The gearbox.
Oh, the gearbox. Yeah, it was 10.
There was 10
So,
grand in
yeah.
that alone.
Yeah.
Wow. So hopefully it's all good, mate. We'll keep fingers crossed for you.
No worries.
It smelt really bad
Oh
yesterday.
yeah. When I drained it, it was smoking.
Okay.
It wasn't steam. It was smoking, and it was black.
Well,
So
we'll be watching you today, mate, and you
thank
have a great day.
Hopefully we go all right.
Thank you. Thanks, Mitchell.
No worries. Thank you.
Steve, back out running the Gemini, mate. We haven't seen this one out on track for a little while.
Yeah, no, it's we haven't been out since about February. We did a little bit of damage in February and just taking our time. We haven't been able to get back out for a while and sort of, got it all repaired and a few little updates on the thing. So we'll see if we can go a little bit quicker.
Well, we can see what it was before when we've checked out this car before in one of our videos. We'll put a link up here somewhere on the screen. People can have a look at that. But there's a few changes since then.
Yeah, we've got an intercooler on the car now.
Yep.
So hopefully we can get colder intake charges. Previously the charges were out of control. So
Yeah, right.
colder intake charges should make a little bit more power and see if we can get down the track a bit faster.
And what are we running in today?
Outlaw 235. So it'll be interesting. 109 cubic inches up against some of the 570 cubic inches. So. But they were all on the same tyre, so that's the deciding factor there.
And this thing goes hard anyway, so we've seen it go down pretty quick before, so it's certainly going to hold its own. It's lightweight as well, right?
Yeah, it's pretty light, the little Gemini. Quickest half track's 5:33, so but some of the 235 cars are getting in the high fours now, so it'll be a little bit challenging, but it'll be fun.
It's all about the run on the day. We've got the headwind, as you mentioned before. It's all a bit different today, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And you've got to get those little 235s to hook up. So those big cube cars with all their torque. Hopefully we might see a few of them come unstuck when they're beside us today.
No worries. It's a sponsored car as well. You want to give them a shout out?
Yeah, Penrite's been helping us out with the lubricants for this car. Flawless, great products. So great help. Check out their site. Penrite's for every car.
Thanks, Steve. We'll see you out on track.
Cool. Thanks.
Steve, we've come to have a look at a bike, mate. Now, it's been a few years since I sold my Harley, but I reckon this one might be a little bit quicker.
It is rather quick. It's one of the quickest twin cams in the country. It is only 106 cubic inches, but it's a well-built engine. Makes over 160 horsepower and has run a quarter-mile best of 984,
Wow.
which makes it the quickest competing twin cam in Australia.
Mate, that's impressive. Now, you don't mind getting out on the 8th mile then?
No, I love the 8th mile. You can get like any racing is it started and won in the first half of the track. So 8th mile is good fun, and especially these Kenda guys, they put on a great track. So there's no issues with traction whatsoever.
So it's just twist that throttle and hang on at the start.
Balls to the wall, mate. And just send it.
Mate, you've got a few sponsors on here as well, mate.
Yeah. We've recently just signed Playfall as another major sponsor. Michael Cook, great company, and it's good to be working with him. We have Burley Bars.
It's pretty well known.
Oh yeah.
And,
Good bunch of guys. Wrench Devil Cycles build my engine,
Right.
and Pro Cycle Dyno tune it.
Okay. And we could find links for all this on. Do you have a page for Day Family Racing?
Yes, we've got a Facebook page. We also have Instagram. We've taken this bike from basically a street bike to just full-on race bike.
Yeah.
We started racing it went 1180s, and yeah, we've just gone quicker and quicker.
Have you got something that you're aiming for today? Is there what would you like to hit today?
I would like to get a very low 6.0, 8th mile.
Yep.
If I can do it. If I can't, I'll just be happy to be out there competing.
Mate, that sounds impressive. It's good to see the bikes out here on all the radial bikes as well. And mate, this is not the only bike. You race a few different other classes as well, or on this bike?
On this bike, I usually race modified bike.
Yeah.
And yeah, just give it to all the Bussa boys and the Jigsaw boys. I usually put them off when this thing's on the two-step because it's quite loud, and yeah, they end up red lighting a lot of the time. But it's always good fun running against them. They always telling me how I should get a real bike, but you just can't beat the brute torque of a Harley.
Mate, I love it, and I reckon that's a good point for us now to cut to you on a two-step and show everyone how loud it is.
I think we can do that.
We'll see you out there. Thanks, Steve.
Well, guys, there's the wrap up, a bit of the highlights from Kenda. We hope you enjoyed that. You got to hit that like, subscribe. What's the go?
Yeah, hit the bell, get notified when we upload a new video. There's plenty more drag racing coming in the channel. Well, you had your first go recently. That video is still sitting there, and
yeah,
we've got a couple more coming up. So
then we've got some build stuff happening. So we've got a bit of work happening to the ute, get it ready for the drag strip again. So that's all happening, and no prep action. There's heaps coming up. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of that action.
Yeah, something with this car too, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. And then also jump on, grab yourself some merch and support the show. There's some new stuff coming soon. Designs are in the works at the moment. So let's hopefully.
Yeah, and if you're down south too, head on over to the Kenda Facebook page, because potentially there might be something going on with Sydney.
We'll wait and see. Anyway,
We'll see you in the next one.
stay in that rocket lane.